Hey, Miyagawa, what are you doing this weekend?
What? I have plans this whole weekend and I'm busy. Mitsumiya just asked me to make small talk and I answered without thinking much about it. This pretty girl who just spoke to me, a nerd at school, is Mei Mitsumiya. She looks like a popular girl, but she actually has good grades and takes care of those around her. I often see her friends talking about their problems to her. She's the most popular girl in class, and even though our seats are next to each other, she still talks to a loser like me, and she's a really kind girl.
Interesting. Is that so?
So your whole weekend is busy? Does that mean that, it could be with a girl?
What? I guess I can't say it's not like that.
What?
That's what I said on the spot, but it wasn't like I actually had a girlfriend. I haven't told anyone in school, but I'm actually a major fan of an all-girls band. And tomorrow, Saturday, is their concert, as well as a gathering with the other fans. The rest of the days, I have a shift scheduled to earn money to buy merch. That's why I didn't deny that my weekend had to do with girls, because it was the concert of an all-girls band. Well, to tell the truth, there was a certain girl within the fan group that I was interested in, so I was looking forward to seeing that girl as well.
You traitor, tell us the details, huh?
However, when I look back now, perhaps it could be that this interaction was actually the beginning of this incident. And so, that Saturday... Oh! We're gonna begin the fan party after the concert! Everyone has their glass, right? Well then, cheers! Cheers!
Cheers!
Cheers! Those underage aren't drinking alcohol, are they? There's no idiots trying to make them drink either, are there?
Everything is fine.
Nice to see you, Mr. Hitsuji. This concert was amazing today, wasn't it?
Yes, I thought it was really, really great. Nice to see you too, Mr. Aki.
This girl who laughs like she's nervous all the time is Miss Hitsuji. Although it's not her real name, it's her online name. We're both part of the same fan group, and previously there was a small incident that became the catalyst for us to become friends. She's the same age as me. Her personality is reserved, and her clothing and appearance are simple, and she doesn't really stand out, but I still think that she's really cute. And this girl is the one that I said that I was interested in. As she and I were talking about today's concert and our favorite band members... After this, we're gonna change locations and party until the morning. Who's coming? I'm coming! I have plans tomorrow, so I can't go. How about you, Miss Hitsuji?
I think all night is a little too hard for me.
Which meant that this was my opportunity to leave with her, but actually, there was a reason why it was hard for me to invite her. That's because... Yo, Aki, you hitting on Hitsuji?
Yeah, I thought you had a girlfriend, though.
No, I don't. We were just having a conversation. I was just speaking to her normally. And I do have a girlfriend, and we're going on a date next week, yeah. This was the reason why it was hard for me to ask her out. Previously, in a little bit of vanity, I spit out the lie that I had a girlfriend that I was in love with. I didn't have the courage to correct that, and I've dragged it on up until today. And now, I'm fully regretting that I did something so stupid.
Hello, I'm Hitsuji. My real name is Mei Mitsumiya. That's right, in school, I am Akito's classmate that sits next to him. It was a pure coincidence that we go to the same school and are in the same class, and it makes me feel like it's fate. As for the reason why I'm dressed like this, actually, in high school was when I opened up and became more popular. However, I've been participating in this gathering since before I changed my image. That's why I don't want people to tell me that I changed because of high school. So I use wigs and other things to participate as close to my old appearance as possible. Akito Miyagawa, and I got to know each other in middle school when we became friends on social media as fellow fans of the same group. We finally met in person when we got to high school at a fan gathering, and I was really shocked that Aki was Miyagawa, but he didn't seem to recognize me at all. My appearance was completely different after all, and so I haven't been able to tell him the truth about myself either. Once upon a time, At a previous fan gathering, Miyagawa saved me when I was about to be forced to drink alcohol. Apparently, Miyagawa was also really scared, but even though he was shaking, he still stood up for me. And to this day, I still have a crush on Miyagawa. And so, when he said that he had a girlfriend, I didn't know whether that was true or not, so at school or here, I haven't been able to get closer to him. But in reality, I am a shy loser, so even without that, I'm not sure I would have been able to go for him. At school, even though I've continued to observe him, he never said or acted like that at all. That's why I thought that maybe he was just trying to prove that he's not a virgin, but when he said that he had a date next weekend, and when he said yesterday at school that he had plans all weekend with girls, it was all coming together, so I couldn't just sit by and watch. Even if it were to be an imaginary girlfriend, I didn't want to lose without a fight. Luckily, even if she did exist, it doesn't seem like she's somebody he's been able to see that often. In that case, I'm going to use my advantage of being his classmate and fight.
After the weekend on Monday.
Oh, Miyagawa, good morning.
What? Mitsumiya, morning. In the morning, on my way to school, I turned around to a really bright voice, and Mitsumiya was smiling as she ran over to me. It's rare to see you in the morning like this, you know?
I'm actually really bad at the mornings. Usually I'm running behind.
Oh, I see. In that case, why don't you try waking up to the voice of the person you like?
What? Wait a minute. Miyagawa, are you doing that?
Yeah, it's a lot more effective than being woken up by your parents. I use my favorite girl band songs as my alarm clock, and thanks to that, I'm good with mornings. At lunch...
I was eating lunch that I made by myself on the rooftop when...
Oh, what? You were eating in a place like this? What a coincidence, huh? Mitsumiya? I'm usually eating in the classroom with my friends, but today I wanted to listen to a new song released by the girls' band. Because I'm hiding the fact that I'm such a big fan from everyone at the school, I'm here by myself. Sometimes I just want to eat by myself. What about you?
I also sometimes want to be alone. Wait, Miyagawa, your lunchbox is really pretty.
I tried to recreate the lunchbox that the guitarist of my favorite band had uploaded onto social media. It sounds silly to myself, but I think I did a pretty good job, and with a little bit of confidence, I said, "It's the exact same as the girl that I like's lunchbox."
Is that so? Interesting.
After that, I ate my lunch together with Mitsumiya. I wasn't able to listen to the new song, but this was fun in and of itself, too.
Hello, I am Mei Mitsumiya, and I have just acquired a big hit of damage. I was happy to be able to eat lunch together, but it looks like that the person he likes does indeed exist. Anyway, first I need to know who my enemy is or I can't get started. It would be best if I can find out exactly who they are, but at the very least, I need to research what type of person they are. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to get a little bit closer to him and get it out of him. I'm definitely not going to lose.
The next day...
Oh, Miyagawa, good morning.
What? Oh, Mitsumiya, morning. A little bit before the place we met yesterday, Mitsumiya came running over to me with a smile again. Mitsumiya, do you live near here?
No, I go to school on the bus, but I got an earlier bus today.
Oh, I see.
You walk to school, isn't that right? You're so lucky that your house is close.
That might be true, but even if it's hot or cold or there's a hurricane, I can't take any other form of transportation.
Oh, well, I guess that's another way to look at it.
As we were having this conversation, we went through the gates and we headed toward the classroom. Huh? Wait a minute, how did Mitsumiya know that I lived nearby and I was going to school by walking? At lunch, I was on the same rooftop again like yesterday, but... Yeah, I had a feeling that you might be here today, but what's the matter?
I'm sorry to bother you. Actually, my friends started talking about their relationships, and since I'm single, it was a little awkward for me to be there.
Oh, I see.
Even if they asked for my opinion while they're in love, for somebody as inexperienced like me, all I can do is laugh it off.
I thought it was pretty unexpected that Mitsumiya didn't have a boyfriend, but... Oh, I guess it's the same for boys and girls that handle that kind of thing, huh? It's such a pain.
It is such a pain, isn't it? But, Miyagawa, there's a girl that you like, right? I remember you said that yesterday.
What, me? Oh, that's right. I did say that, didn't I? Now that I think about it, I definitely said the girl that I like a number of times yesterday. But that like was the like of a member of a band that I like, not romantically. But when it comes to romantic like, the person that comes to mind is... yeah, Miss Hitsuji. Well, I guess there is a girl that I like, though.
Is that so? What's she like? What's she like?
She's shy and quiet. She's a little bit on the simpler side, but she's a really kind girl.
Wait a minute. Does that mean he doesn't think highly of my new appearance in high school? If he thinks I was better the way I was before, I'm going to be devastated. But he definitely said a girl that I like, not girlfriend, right? In that case, that must mean that I haven't lost yet.
Mitsumiya, what's the matter?
What? Nothing at all. Why? So, do you see that girl often?
Huh? Recently I haven't been able to see her, but I guess we do talk here and there.
Oh, really? All right, I still have a chance at winning. Good luck to both of us for all kinds of things.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Mitsumiya. Good luck, huh? Well, anyways, I need to work hard at my job so I can go to the next fan gathering. 10 days after that interaction, I decided to go online and discuss my situation with the other fan members. Do you think it's a coincidence that I've been having coincidental meetings with someone of the opposite gender for a week straight?
More specifically?
What I continued to write was, of course, about Mitsumiya. I definitely don't hate talking to her, and I do enjoy it, and that's why I'm totally okay with her talking to me. But I can't help but find it strange that every single day there's a coincidence. Not only that, the place where we coincidentally run into each other each morning is getting closer and closer to my house.
Kinda like Mary had a little lamb.
That usually ends up with her standing right behind you, I get it. Well, it's not Mary, it's May, but still. So, are you experiencing any problems in these coincidences? No, there aren't any problems. She's not doing anything I don't like either. In that case, it's either an extreme case of a crush, or it's just a coincidence and you're being too self-conscious. One or the other.
I agree. There's a possibility that they could be teasing you, but the possibility is low.
A crush? Do you think it's possible? I don't know your personal life, Aki, so there's nothing I can say. But in the end, I think that you won't get to the bottom of it unless you ask her directly.
That's true. At the very least, it doesn't seem like you're in danger, so I guess the rest is up to you, and what you want, Aki.
Well, I think that's out of the question, but... let's just say, even if Mitsumiya liked me, she's cute, and she has a good personality, and we get along. If I'm being honest, if I didn't already have a crush on Miss Hitsuji, there's a high possibility that I would have fallen for May. Wait, that reminds me. Sorry, I'm gonna change the topic here, but have you guys seen Miss Hitsuji recently? What? If you're talking about Hitsuji, she was here just a few minutes ago.
But now that I think about it, she may have left before you got here. Last time she said that she needed to do something in the morning, so she was gonna go to sleep early.
That's disappointing. I wanted to talk to Miss Hitsuji for the first time in a while. Even still, I guess they're right that I won't get to the bottom of it unless I ask her directly. I knew that already, but if I could get to the bottom of it so easily, then I wouldn't be this troubled by it. So that's what I was thinking, and perhaps I hadn't slept enough. So the next day, during recess...
That hurt!
Oh, sorry,
Whoa, this is your screensaver? So you're actually an idol-obsessed nerd.
That's none of your business, is it? Give it back!
Huh? You were always heading in the corner, loser. I'm giving you attention, so you're welcome. Hey, check this out. Miyagawa is actually an idol-obsessed nerd.
Wow, that's so gross.
I heard that people saw Mitsumiya getting irritated when she was with Miyagawa.
I feel bad for her. Someone help her.
What are you doing?
Oh, Mitsumiya, perfect timing. Check this out. Miyagawa's an idol-obsessed nerd.
And what about that? I also like that band too, so...
Huh? Well, don't you find it gross that any guy's chasing after an idol group?
If he's not causing any trouble to anybody else, then no. More than that, I find people who have fun making fun of others way more gross.
What? But, I mean, everyone else agrees, and, What the hell?
You don't have anyone on your side. Now, if you understand, apologize to Miyagawa.
It's fine. I don't need an apology or anything, but Mitsumiya, you're amazing. Wait, huh? Mitsumiya's shaking. Is she scared? And yet she still stood up for me.
Shut up! Why are you defending Miyagawa when he's just a loser? Do you like him that much?
That's not important right now. At the very least, I think you're the worst for making fun of people and their interests.
Whatever, shut your mouth.
This is bad. Wait, stop it!
Shut up!
Miyagawa?
This was between me and you, and then you're the one who roped her into this, so don't get so mad at her.
Hey kids, what are you doing?
So, that's what happened at school. I thought you should know.
That girl and you, Aki, you're both really impressive, you know.
So, what happened after that?
After that, the three people involved were questioned by the teachers. Because there were a lot of witnesses, Mitsumiya and I were in the clear. As for the other guy, his parents were called to the school, and his parents were deeply apologizing to Mitsumiya, and I. The whole time, the guy was just standing there completely pale, so I'm sure he got quite the beating at home. But regardless of that, Mitsumiya was really cool that day. Even though she was so scared that she was shaking, she still stood her ground and spoke up for me. And that was probably more courageous than somebody who wasn't scared. It was way more cool, too. People who can stand up, even when they're shaking, are really impressive.
Well, that's true, although I've seen a similar thing.
And I'm sure that person didn't have any realization they did that either.
Interesting. Did something similar happen recently to you? Huh? Why'd you guys stop commenting?
Good evening. What were you guys talking about?
Miss Hitsuji, it's been a while. I was just talking about something that happened at school.
We were just talking about how Aki has fallen for some really cool girl at his school.
Yep, he's just about one step away from being deeply in love.
What are you both saying? That's not what it is, Miss Hitsuji.
Aki, does that mean that you like cool girls?
Well, no, we were just talking generally about this one cool girl, that's all.
I see. I understand.
What's going on? I just feel like I did a really bad thing.
He likes cool girls, which means... Well, that's different from the girl he was talking about the other day. Which must mean that it must not be going well with his simple girlfriend. So then, well, I feel bad for her, but does that mean I still have a chance? If he's talking about cool girls, then that's much more similar to my direction right now. I think this might be my chance to get close to him at once. I'm gonna try even harder starting tomorrow. But even still, Miyagawa was really cool today. But that makes me think, maybe he was talking about what happened at school with me today? I knew I should have read through the whole log. But there's nothing I can do about it now, so I decided to give up and go to sleep.
A few days after that, I went straight home from school without stopping anywhere, and I immediately opened up my laptop. After that incident, because I no longer had to hide my obsession with the girl band, I was able to talk openly about that. And because of that, I was able to gain some new fan friends, but there was something that was still bothering me. Sorry, but there's something I want to discuss about what happened before.
What's the matter?
What happened before? Are you talking about this incident with your Mary? The incidents with my Mary. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Here, I'd like to discuss briefly the locations first. I walk to school every day, and the way there is a bus stop. Mitsumiya gets off at this bus stop to go to school. However, remember how I said we've been coincidentally running into each other closer and closer to my house? Well, the other day she finally went past the bus stop.
Whoa, there's definitely no coincidences there anymore.
And what about that situation? What does she say? Is she bold about it, or does she still pretend like it's a coincidence? According to her, she says she needed something from someone she knows first thing in the morning nearby. I wonder who that person could be.
90% sure that's probably about you, Aki, isn't it? It's not a lie then, is it?
I guess that is the natural interpretation. Not only that, but recently, based on the words she uses, it feels like she knows about the conversations that we have here.
That's so scary. This is definitely the case of a real stalker.
I think that you should assume that she already knows a lot of personal information about you. I really do love her as a friend, and I don't think that there's any physical danger here, but I'm getting pretty scared, so I wanted to stop acting like a stalker in the nicest way possible.
In that case, it would be dangerous to meet her one-on-one, so maybe you should have a friend go there with you and… oh.
Good evening. What were you guys talking about? Aki, are you being followed by a stalker? I'm going to do something about it. Please wait a minute.
Just as I thought Miss Hitsuji had entered the chat, without anybody having the chance to reply, she sent out 3 rapid messages. What was that, Miss Hitsuji?
Who knows? Maybe she knows a way to get back at the stalkers or something?
Yeah, Hitsuji looks like she might be the type to have experience with this, so she might know what to do. Anyways, Miss Hitsuji told me to wait, so I was waiting when… What? A phone call? From an unknown number? Who could it be? Yes? Hello? Who is this?
Oh, Miyagawa? It's me.
Wait a minute, Mitsumiya? How do you know my phone number?
More importantly than that, I'm outside of your house right now.
Why does this really feel like Mary's lamb that followed her? I realized that I was starting to sweat an uneasy sweat, and when I peeked outside from the crack in the curtain, there she was, Mitsumiya. And not only that, but the thing in her hand, Is that a taser? Okay, I think I'm gonna come outside right now, but please don't act too quickly.
Okay, sure, I'm waiting.
Right outside the front door was Mitsumiya with a taser in her hand. The problem was, what was she here to do? However, yeah, let me just try to trust Mitsumiya. There should be no way that she would try to harm me. That's what I believed, and when I opened the front door…
Oh, Miyagawa, is it true that you have a stalker? Everything is going to be fine now.
Excuse me?
What? You said you have a stalker, right? And I wanted to do something about it. That's why I'm here.
I think I had an idea of what was going on. Mitsumiya really didn't have any bad intentions and didn't even realize that she was the stalker. Mitsumiya, about the stalker,
Yeah, who are they? Where are they?
I was talking about you, right in front of me.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it seems like you don't have any realization, but can't you take a moment to think back about your actions recently? It didn't seem like it was lining up in her head, so I decided to explain a bit. 10 minutes later… So that's why I was starting to think that, it was a bit stalker-like.
What?
What? Mitsumiya?
That's not it at all. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
What? Wait, Mitsumiya!
I just love you so much, and I wanted you to like me back. That's all it was.
Wait, what? Anyways, we shouldn't do this outside, so come on, hurry up and come inside.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I understand, and I'm not mad anymore, okay? Judging by this, she was just a little bit clumsy, and Whether I liked it or not, I could tell that she really did genuinely like me. However, because of that, I needed to be very straightforward with her. Mitsumiya, I'm really happy to hear that you like me, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know already. You have a girlfriend, right?
What? No, I don't have a girlfriend, but there is a girl that I like already.
I thought so. Must be nice to be her. What's she like?
It's just a one-sided crush. She's part of the group of fans for the band, and one time I saved her at one of the gatherings.
What? Is she a pretty simple girl? Does she have messy black hair, and does she wear glasses?
What? Yeah. Wait a minute, do you know Miss Hitsuji too?
It's not that I know her. It's that I am her.
Huh? Wait, what? Mitsumiya pulled out glasses and a wig from a paper bag, and no matter how you looked at it, she was the real Miss Hitsuji. What? How? Miss Hitsuji is you and you are Miss Hitsuji?
But because I changed my image in high school, and I couldn't say it, I didn't want to be laughed at.
I don't understand this at all!
I don't either.
Anyways, let's calm down first.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, as I started to calm down a bit, I finally started to see the situation. If Mitsumiya was Miss Hitsuji, then there are a few things that begin to fall into place. First of all, I just wanted to check, but does that mean that you are Miss Hitsuji?
Yes, and I'm going to confirm as well. But when Aki said that he has a girlfriend and that was a lie, and it means that you like me, is that right?
Yes, that's right. In some ways, it was almost like both of us exploded our feelings to each other at the same time, and it was extremely awkward. However, because of that, I was able to think logically, and my feelings became more and more clear. I had a crush on Miss Hitsuji, but I also really liked Mitsumiya as a person. However, if those two were the same person, then it would be hard for me to understand this immediately. Miss Mei Mitsumiya?
Yes?
I'm still a little bit confused, and I think it's gonna take me some time to get used to this, but I like Miss Hitsuji, and I like you, Mitsumiya, so...
I'm really happy to hear how you feel.
And that's why I'd like for us to start our relationship as friends first.
Yes, I'd be happy to.
Mitsumiya answered with the biggest smile on her face. This was really exhausting, but when I saw that smile, I was able to believe that this was the best outcome. And then, about Mary's little lamb that came into the story a couple of times, in the end, just like the lamb follows Mary to school and everything after ends up well, we were happy. At the time, I never could have imagined this in my wildest dreams. But 10 years later, it became normal for her to be following me everywhere that I went.